Gentlemen, welcome back to Hood Philosophy 101. This is the professor, the Hood Philosopher, and welcome to a new video. And today we have a very important topic that we're going to talk about. It's something that I've been thinking about it for a very long time, and it's personal to me because this advice that I'm giving to you, it's something that I'm working towards implementing in my own life too. But before that, let's hit the intro first.
Don't give a shit what you think. I know what I think, and that's all that counts to me. I don't try and impress anybody but to myself.
We're talking about life. We're talking about how to live a fulfilled life. But in order to do that, I want to use an analogy to explain life as a whole, because life as we see it is also an experience, and we all know that if you want to get good at a certain skill, you have to either practice that skill for a very long time, or you find someone who has a skill, who has the experience to teach you, so you can spend less time learning that skill. So that's life too. If you want to get better at life, then you can either spend time going through the experience, which is going to take you a longer time. You can spend that time failing, learning from it, and winning. Or you can find someone who has failed and learn from it to teach you how not to fail, so you save time and live a fulfilled life. Well, here's the analogy that I want to use. Let's say you just graduated from college. For those who have graduated from college, I think you've been in this bucket before, but if you haven't graduated or you are not in college, bear with me and just listen. Let's say you've just graduated from college, or you're about to graduate, and you're hit with this conundrum of what if, not what if, sorry, what next? People from your friends, your family, whoever is asking you the question, what next? What are you going to do next? Are you going to look for an internship? Are you going to look for a job? Are you going to start a business? Are you going to continue school, maybe into a master's? What next? This question is always, it sounds simple, but very difficult to answer when you don't have a plan. And you cannot have a plan without having a goal. And not a lot of people know that you need to have a goal every single time in order to succeed. And success is defined by you, not by anybody else. And we all define success in different ways. You could spend 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, sending out applications, going through the job market. As you know it right now, the job market is a bit crazy. AI is taking over, and getting an entry level job right now is difficult than what it was before or prior to AI. And if you decide to go that route, you're going to have to spend some time developing your portfolio, learning new skills in order to adapt to current trends, in order to adapt to what's happening in the industry. But you don't know the industry. You are still new to the industry. You don't know what's happening. You don't have the experience of being in the industry. You don't know how to navigate the politics of the industry. People say that in order to get a job in today's society or in the past, you needed to have connections. You needed to have had connections. I used to hear that and think that, what are these people talking about? They are just talking, until I entered the industry and saw that it was real and noticed that most of the opportunities that I've actually gotten was through connections. But what I'm saying is, you can go that route, send out applications, get all the rejection. Most times, some people get accepted through connections and all of that, but majority of people nowadays don't hear back when they send the applications. Most people start businesses and fail. A lot of people decide to go back to school, but a lot of people, depending on your situation, some of them amass student loans, some of them cannot afford to go, some of them are looking for scholarships, some of them are looking for study abroad opportunities which they don't have. But the second option is finding someone who has been through the experience to coach you, to mentor you. That is, getting a career coach to help you navigate the process. And the career coach normally is going to, first of all, understand your history, understand your background, understand who you are, understand your experience. And once they understand your experience, they're going to help you develop a goal, a short-term and long-term goal. And once you have that goal, then both of you can develop a plan to reach that goal or reach those goals. That's how a coach is going to help you, because he or she is going to use his or her experience. I'm going to use he right now because I think talk about he, her, it's a bit longer. He's going to use his experience to help you navigate your experience or your situation. He's drawing in knowledge from his past life to help you create or a path for your future. That's the importance of having a coach. And he's going to, what should have taken you about a year if you did it alone. With a coach, you can confidently do it in about 3 to 5 months. That's almost half the time. And that's the importance of having a coach. You have to find a coach who is either in the same industry that you are in, or his philosophy matches your philosophy, or he says something, or his perspective is something that you admire, and you see that with his guidance you can get to where you want to be, or you can be where you want to be, or you can be that guy who is in their penthouse looking over the sky view in New York City, sipping a cup of coffee with the hands in the pocket. That's how you think about your goal in the present tense. But now, summing everything up, if you want to live a more happy life, if you want to live a fulfilled life, if you want to live a life of gratitude, if you want to live a life on your terms, if you want to live a life based on how you want to live your life, not based on how you currently live your life because you think that your life right now sucks because you're stuck in the past, then you have to find a life coach, and you have to find someone who you have to identify someone who knows the things that you don't know, someone who brings information to you and it's always new, someone who talks about things based on what he's experienced and based on what he survived from. Survive is a big word there, but not bringing experience from what he's heard from other people. And I've heard something a long time ago that don't take advice from no one who isn't in a position that you want to be in. That is, if I'm giving you advice about how to make $1 million and I don't have $1 million, then don't take advice from me because I don't have the $1 million. So if you're looking to live your life as someone who has $1 million in the bank, like let's say in 5 months, then look for someone who was able to build that amount or accumulate or amass that amount of wealth within that 5 months to be your coach. That's for finance. If you want to get married, then you're going to look at someone who has had a successful marriage to coach you. So this has been the video. It's been an amazing video because this is something that I'm looking towards being myself. I'm looking towards getting a coach for myself. I'm not going to tell you in what area of my life, but just to get another perspective on how I can live my life, better than I am currently living my life right now. Because as a man, you have to learn something new every single day. You have to keep building on what you already know. Isaac Newton said it best: what I know is but a drop in an ocean. Thank you for watching so far. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit that like button right there and the subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.